in the 1.5 year, I meet a lot of people in Shenzhen, and most of them I didn't know them before I started interview them. And I think it's quite fascinating experience for me to spend uh, such time to know people who used to be stranger. But I do find even we were strangers and people like to share their life journey. I just want to make a notice that even I in my mind I want to research on religion, but I never ask the question about what religion you believe in. No, sometimes we found it's very difficult to ask Chinese people because especially the young people is they had the education of the atheism. For them, it's hardly to accept they are religious. And even some people practice Buddhism, they said they practice philosophy, not religion. So, and also 10 more years ago, religion was still a sensitive topic. And as a modern educated people, they should not be religious. So my interview were carried out by asking people or sharing the life experience or life journey. Almost everyone I talked gave me the different, very touching stories. As I mentioned, almost every people, they had difficulty time when they got Shenzhen, because Shenzhen even is a city people can have enough freedom, but this freedom sometimes need you sacrifice. For example, there is not a job was waiting for you. You have to find it. One of my respondents, he just broke up with his girlfriend in Anhui province, and then he heard someone told Shenzhen is a place can. I think he's the young guy was very ambitious, and he got a university education, so he went to Shenzhen without any, aid. He even didn't have a friend in Shenzhen. He just read some stories from the newspaper, and he got the railway station in Shenzhen. Unfortunately, he was too tired to sleep on the ground, and all of his money was stolen. He said only left 100 in his pocket, and he was really disappointed. And because in the first week he didn't have opportunity to find a job, very difficult, and because his major was Chinese literature, didn't help to find a job. So he had to, spend his just 100 Chinese money for another week, and he said he even stayed overnight in the public bathroom, because the cost very low. It's just 5 RMB a night. And so he found a job in the suburb around the governmental office with very low pay. But he said this is his start. And when he started, he said, I work very hard and to please my boss. And because he was very smart, and then 2 years later, he started his new business. And when I saw him, he was quite successful. He has his own company and luxury car and house. But one thing he does share with me was when he was in the the poor situation, I asked him, do you think you need some religion to support you? He said, oh, I'm too busy to have time for religion. At that time, he said, oh, I only admire someone was eating in the McDonald's. So this kind of spiritual hunger came follow his success. And when he told me when he got rich, he always asked himself, why I'm successful, not others, not other people, my fellows, they work as hard as myself, why they didn't? And so he started thinking he needs something to be, like life meaning. Otherwise, he said, oh, he feel his soul was just empty. And he got some channel way that is not some kind of formal institutional religion, and from reading and from some friend, they practice Buddhism, and eventually he said, oh, I think I got something. And for example, he occasionally went to temples for worship, not tightly, had developed a connection with the temple, and also he is willing to give his money to somebody in need. For example, he's very, sometimes he involved some charitable things. He said he doesn't have time to work on that, but he can give money for someone have time to, to support poor people and this kind of charitable work. So this is one story, and how people, experience this kind of, the first stage move to Shenzhen.